This is IELTS General Training UKVI Speaking Test. I am your interlocutor for your speaking test. My name's Angelina. What's your name?
My name is Imran Lal.
All right. And where do you come from?
I come from Pakistan.
All right. Can I see your identity, please?
Sure. What sort of ID you would like to see?
I'd like to see your passport.
Yes, here we go.
Thank you. What do you do?
By profession, I'm a banker.
Thank you. Now,
You will.
I'm going to ask you some questions about neighbors. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
How often do you see your neighbors?
I see every day because they are obviously my neighbors. So whenever I got up in the morning and then I go out and I see to them, I meet them, I ask them about their how they're doing, what's going on. So we get together and we see each other.
All right. Do you invite your neighbors to your home?
Yes, I do, but not on regular basis. It comes on some specific occasions.
Do you think you are a good neighbor?
Yes, in fact, I am.
Why do you think so?
Because I consider myself I'm a person with a lot of you know passion to help and support others, and then if I see anybody in any sort of need and whenever they require my help or any guidance or any role that I can play, I am always voluntarily ready to help and support and offer my services for any community-based work.
All right. Has a neighbor ever helped you?
Yes, they help me. If not the most of the time, some of the time, and in rare they help me, and it can be a different sort of help that where I required and I seek their help. So they willingly offered me their help and services.
Thank you. This is the end of part 1. Now I'm going to share a question on the screen. You'll get a minute to read the question and prepare your notes. Yes, please speak.
Yes, if I consider myself, I was the task completing in my which led me to the succeed. It I was not pretty confident in my initial days of the studies, and then when I got to interact with my college colleagues and friends, and then I start to overcome to my fears, and then that scaredness and all everything. So I sort of gain my confidence, and I boost up my motivation, and it really helps me to reflect um, me as a confident person in my abilities and competencies and my perseverance, and then it helped me to overcome the challenges in my practical life as well. So I feel like the sense of accomplishment, that obviously can it can lead me to boost my self-esteem and motivation in my future endeavors and my efforts and everything to achieve to the max and to the like whatever I desire. So basically, my difficult task was being achieved, and I overcome the fear of to face the people to in order to build up my my self belief and self confidence. That's how I got the task to be done and succeeded in my life.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now I'll ask you some questions
Please.
about difficult jobs. What are the most difficult jobs that people do?
It's depend. Sometime I mean, see, you see that job as in difficult, but being professional for the person who is doing that particular job for him or her, it's not really so difficult and that hard. But yes, if we see it, we found it very difficult. Sometimes we feel some people they are not really, we cannot handle them easily. So most difficult thing for me and most difficult job to 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 handle others in a way that they come down to their temper, and they get to know that someone is acknowledging them, valuing them, and somebody has in sort of provide them the value that they deserve. So it's something small, very micro thing that people and sort of difficult in job that we need to focus, and I see it as a difficult because everybody doesn't go through all this aspect of the life. So that's how I believe it's sort of difficult job to handle and to convince the people.
Why do you think some people choose to do difficult jobs?
Yes, because they feel they can do it, they can handle it, they are confident, and they take the challenges in their life to overcome the challenges, and then feel themselves as in like they are more confident, they are more outspoken, they are more proactive and multi directional and multi tasking that they can take up in their daily life, and they can, from all the difficult and tough sort of situation they go through, they get more accomplishment and they get more like a fine product and substance at the end of the day.
Do you agree or disagree that all jobs are difficult sometimes?
Yes, sometimes I agree all the jobs are difficult, but sometimes not most of the time. As long as you are well prepared, you are well managed, and you are well disciplined, it can be difficult for some time, but it can't remain difficult always, because you're a professional, you're the person with a lot of expertise and skill set that gets developed over the time, and then your things gets easier with the passage of time, and then you feel that you are more comfortable and smoother.
Let's talk about personal and career success. How important is it for everyone to have a goal?
um, yes, well, I mean, it's something very fundamental and pivotal in any individual goal setting and career orientation. So if you don't have targets, goals in your mind, in your hindsight, and then obviously you can't drive yourself to in that particular direction. Therefore it's always very crucial, very important, and to set a goal, to set target for you in order to achieve and push yourself to pursue it. That target you always go through thick and thin, but at the end, as long as you show your will, intention and intent, and then obviously you reach to your target. But for that target to achieve, you need to have intent and you need to have a mindset. So therefore it's very important to have set targets and goals in any individual for their career life and then career growth.
All right. Is it always necessary to work hard in order to achieve career success?
Not really. It's not always require hard work. It requires the smart work, and how innovative and progressive you are. That's matter at the end of the day. That you can work in a different innovative ways, and you can generate different, and you can float in different ideas that can make your life easier. While you're a professional, you can explore different sort of perspective and aspect of the ways to do the things in more competent and efficient way. So it doesn't require always you need to be hard worker. You need to be smart worker parallel as well.
Do you think that successful people are always happy people?
No, I don't think so. They are always happy. Nobody can be always. It's against the nature, and you can't be always happy. Yes, you can be happy. We can proportionate it. You can be happy over the most time of the period, or you can be unhappy if you don't have material gains, you don't have that proliferation in your career growth and all everything. So it's not in my personal viewpoint something I can't see it, that successful people they can be always happy. They have their personal issues, and that they obviously they are catering and they are negotiating, but we can't have a sweeping statement that they are always happy because they are successful people.
Thank you. This is the end of the test.